Movies like Hot Tub Time Machine or Back to the Future show us just how tricky time travel is. If we go to the past, we risk doing something that will alter the course of the future. It could have a very disastrous outcome. But if you could time travel to any particular moment in time, what would it be and why? Let me know in the comments below. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host, Lindsay Ivan, and today I'm bringing you the top 10 scary time travel urban legends. Starting off this countdown, we have the woman named Joan. Joan refers to a mysterious unidentified woman who claimed to be a time traveler. She came forward in the late 90s saying that she was from the future and needed help getting back home. She went on live TV but had her voice distorted and her face blurred. Joan claims that she was abandoned while on her mission. She has to keep her identity a secret, otherwise she claims she will be killed. Now, what's weird about this is that after her interview aired, her tapes were stolen from the broadcast company. Once the tapes were stolen, Joan was never heard from again. It was believed that her identity was leaked because the unedited interview revealed who she was. She may have been killed or went into hiding after this. In our 9th spot, we have the Outbreak. So this next legend is wild. Legend goes that our current outbreak situation is due to time travelers. That's right, you heard me. They believe that time travelers from the future who were immune to this disease came to our current time period and brought the deadly virus with them. Oh, told you this legend was wild. In our 8th spot, we have the Vacationers. In 1901, 2 English women took a vacation to France. They were doing typical tourist things and visited the Palace of Versailles. While there, they visited the Petit Trianon. Hopefully I said that right. Which was a little place that was gifted to Marie Antoinette as a private spot for her to hang out. So these women were having a fun day, they were exploring and embracing the French culture and also time traveling. Yeah. These women claimed that while at the spot, they time traveled. I don't think that was included in their itinerary. So while at the Petit Trianon, they claimed that they saw people wearing outdated clothing and they heard mysterious voices. Not only that, but they saw buildings and other structures that were no longer present and hadn't existed since the late 1700s. Lastly, they claimed that they saw Marie Antoinette herself drawing in her sketchbook. That's definitely one trip that they'll never forget. Moving on to number 7, we have the CHRONONAUTS. In 2011, 2 men by the name of Andrew Basiego and William Sillings stepped forward claiming that they were former time travelers. They claimed that they worked for a project called Project Pegasus. Apparently through this program, they were picked to go to Mars and did so by teleportation. Then they also claimed that they went back in time and met Barack Obama, who was 19 at the time. Apparently Barack was also chosen to go to Mars. However, Obama has denied any of these claims, so guess he's not a time traveler. Making our way down the list at number 6, we have the Shock. So this next urban legend is meant as a warning for anyone who is interested in time travel. The legend states that time travel is deadly. It can cause memory loss, cognitive decline, and completely rearrange your genetic makeup. If you constantly jump from the past to the future to the present, then your body will start to become overwhelmed. Every time you time travel, they believe that the cells in your body are being manipulated and rearranged. As a result, you may age at an incredible rate. The legend also states that if time travel is done improperly, then it can cause you to become disfigured. You may be teleported back in time, but you might lose a limb or your body parts might get fused together. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with John Titor. This is another extremely famous urban legend. So John Titor is a supposed time traveler from the year 2036 on a military mission. He first made his appearance on the internet in the 2000s on online forums. He would post about predictions or stories from the future. The reason for him traveling back in time is so that he can get an IBM 5100, which apparently had a secret function that could translate anything to any language. He also claimed that the company was keeping it hidden for the fear of their competition finding out about it. On the forums, John also posted grainy photos of the time machine and of the military logo from the future. In 2001, Titor disappeared from online and was never heard from again. Then in 2004, the company IBM came forward and said that TITOR was right and that their computer did have that secret function that he mentioned. So people believe that he is a real time traveler. In our fourth spot, we have the aliens. This next legend states that aliens are the key to time traveling. Back in the 1970s, a man came forward claiming that he was abducted by time-traveling aliens. These aliens took him back in time where he was able to visit dinosaurs. They also apparently took him to Mars and a few thousand years into the future. But he's not the only person to claim that aliens can time travel. Other people have come forward believing that extraterrestrials are so intelligent that they already figured out how to harness the power of time travel and use it to their advantage. Moving on to number 3, we have the CHRONOVISOR. So the CHRONOVISOR is the name of a device that can apparently record footage from back in time. The device was invented in the 1950s by a team of Italian scientists. Apparently this machine can tune into times and places in the past and then get images or videos from that time period. In fact, they have released photos of the crucifixion of Jesus, which they claim the machine took. Now it's said that the device and footage is sealed away within the vaults of the Vatican. They fear that it will fall into the wrong hands who will use it for evil. In our second spot, we have the Philadelphia experiment. This legend takes us back to the early 1940s. Apparently during this time, the government was conducting experiments on the USS Eldridge. They were attempting to make the ship invisible to the enemy radar. Witnesses claimed that they saw the ship surrounded by a greenish-blue glow before it suddenly disappeared. The ship was then seen at a shipyard in Virginia before disappearing again and then reappearing back in Philadelphia. So the ship somehow teleported. On top of that, some even say that the vessel went back 10 seconds in time. Apparently when it reappeared, the crew on board fell ill. Some even went insane, whereas others were fused with the ship's metal. And in our number 1 spot, we have the FENTZ legend. This has to be the most popular time travel urban legend out there. So legend goes that in the midsummer of the 1950s, a 30-year-old man by the name of Rudolph FENTZ appeared on the streets of New York City. He was dressed in fashion from the late 19th century and seemed very disoriented. Then out of nowhere, this man was hit and killed by a New York taxi. Upon investigating, his pockets contained a copper token for beer, a bill for the care of a horse, and a letter from 1876, among other unusual items. None of the objects showed signs of aging. Turns out that this man was a person who disappeared in 1876 at the age of 29. Some believe that this legend is actually true and that Rudolph FENTZ was a real time traveler. And that's all for today's video. Let's move on to our comment shoutout portion. I'll be shouting out comments from my video, Top 10 Scary True Unsolved Mysteries from Japan, Part 2. Ronnie McKindra commented, yes, I loved unsolved mysteries. You know, I love myself a good mystery, but then unsolved ones, it's like I need answers, people, I need answers. Someone needs to go out and solve it. Maybe it's me, who knows. Tyler Walker commented, hope everyone is having a good day. You too, Lindsay, hope I can get a shout out. There you go, Tyler. Hope you're having a good day. Here's your little shout out. Oh, another Tyler! Tyler Elsenbeck commented, I literally watched 2 hosts on Most Amazing. You're one of them. Also, love the hoodie. I ordered one a couple of days ago. Okay, Tyler, now we're gonna be matching. We're gonna have matching hoodies. Make sure you take a picture and then tag me on it on Instagram. And that's all the comments I'm showing out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see you. Lunch IO. And that's all the comments I'm showing out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. So the CHRONOVISOR is this. So the coronavirus of the future. It could. Comments from my video, Top 10 Scary True Unsolved Mysteries from Japan. Told you. Oh. Told you this legend was wild. The USS Eldridge. I think it's Eldridge. Apparently during this time, the government was